All right, let's get right into it. We're going to talk about meditation today, but probably not in the way you're used to hearing about it. We're going to explore a way of thinking that kind of flips the whole practice on its head, moving it from something you have to do to a state of being you can tap into anytime, anywhere.
So let me just ask you this and be honest. Have you ever sat down, tried to meditate, and just felt like you were completely failing? Like you were just getting it all wrong? If that sounds even a little bit familiar, I promise you, you are in very, very good company.
Yeah, look at these. The mind that just won't shut up, feeling bored, antsy, even sleepy. And that little voice in your head asking, am I doing this right? This isn't a sign that you're failing, not at all. It's pretty much the universal experience. But it does make you wonder, what if the problem isn't with us? What if it's the whole way we're approaching it?
And that brings us to a really crucial idea. Sometimes the very techniques we use to meditate, the tools we're given, can actually start to get in the way. They can become a kind of trap. This slide really gets to the heart of it. See, on one side, you've got the method. That's the tool, the thing you do, like counting your breaths. But on the other side is true meditation, which is a state of being, something you just are. And when we get too focused on the doing part, we can actually block ourselves from simply being. And this quote just nails it. A method is like a raft you use to cross a river. It's incredibly helpful, right? But once you get to the other side, you don't keep carrying the raft on your back. If we cling to the technique, the very thing that was supposed to help us becomes this heavy burden, a real obstacle to what we were looking for in the first place. Okay, so if the methods aren't the end goal, then what is? Well, the real goal is just presence. And the beautiful thing about it is that it's way, way simpler and more available than you probably think.
This is it. This is the whole thing in a nutshell. Meditation isn't about forcing your thoughts to be silent. It's about noticing the awareness that's already there behind the thoughts. It's that tiny shift from being totally lost in your thinking to being aware that you're thinking. It's becoming aware of awareness itself.
Here's such a great way to visualize it. Think of your awareness as the sky. It's vast, it's open, it's always there. And your thoughts, your emotions, all the stuff going on, they're just clouds passing through. Some are dark and stormy, some are light and fluffy, but they always pass. You aren't the clouds. You're the sky that holds all of it. So that's a great idea, but how do we actually bring this into our busy, chaotic lives? Well, the amazing thing is, this state of presence doesn't require an hour sitting on a cushion. You can find it in just a few seconds. You can literally do this right now. Come on, try it with me. Just take one conscious breath. In and out. Now, shift your attention to your hands. Can you feel that little tingle of energy in them? Or just listen. What's a really quiet sound in the room that you weren't even noticing a second ago? That's it. You just did it. You stepped out of the river of thoughts and into right now.
That's all it takes. 3 seconds. See, the goal isn't always these long, formal meditation sessions. It's about having frequent moments of reconnection. Sprinkling these tiny awareness breaks throughout your day can be way more powerful than one long, frustrating sit.
Think about all the little moments in your day that you just spend waiting. We usually see this as wasted time, right? It's annoying. But what if we just reframed it? A red light isn't a delay. It's a built-in 3-second invitation to feel your breath. The line at the store is a chance to feel your feet on the floor. These aren't interruptions to your life. They're opportunities to find it.
All right, now for a really powerful, kind of wild idea. What if I told you that there are no bad conditions for meditation? Better yet, what if the thing you think is your biggest distraction could actually become your greatest teacher? Let's just imagine the absolute worst-case scenario. You're trying to have a quiet moment, and suddenly your neighbor fires up a loud, obnoxious, mind-rattling construction drill. It's the opposite of peace and quiet, right? But what if that drill is actually the perfect opportunity? What if any condition is the perfect condition for meditation? How could that possibly be true? Here's the secret. You don't fight the noise. You don't resist it or get angry about it. You just allow it to be there. You let the sound exist in your awareness without labeling it bad. And in that moment of just letting it be, the noise loses its power over you. You've brought it into your awareness, and by doing that, you rise above it. And this whole idea of embracing whatever is happening, even a noisy drill, it leads us to our final and maybe most important point. Because this isn't just about dealing with little annoyances. It's about how we live our entire lives. So many of us are constantly waiting waiting for our real life to finally begin.
We live in this permanent state of waiting for that promotion, waiting for the perfect person to come along, waiting for the wedding, the vacation. We basically put our happiness on layaway, convinced that our lucky break is just around the corner. We think once that thing happens, then life will really start. But that's the trap. It keeps us from actually living in the only moment we've got.
So the ultimate question really becomes, when does that more amazing, more fulfilling life actually start? When is your lucky break?
It starts now. The lucky break is now. It's this exact moment of being aware. It's the breath you're taking right this second. The real goal isn't to master some technique to escape from your life, but to finally learn how to fully inhabit it, to just be here, now.